Speaking of another one of those names, Austin Riley. What should we expect from Austin Riley? 6'3", 220 pounds, got size, 26 home runs in his career. How do you feel about Austin Riley coming into this 2021 season?
When you look at Austin Riley, man, you want him to be that guy that's going to lock down the hot corner. You want him to be that guy that's going to be, he's over there because you've had guys like Chipper Jones come in, and you've had guys like Josh Donaldson come in, and now you're asking a young guy like Austin Riley, who's battled some injuries. We know he's got a lot in the tank, and we know he's a beast when he's on the field. He's going to deliver for the Braves. There's no question about that. And like I said, he's looking to lock down that star position at the hot corner in Major League Baseball. He was called up in place of Endry Inciarte's 2019 injury, homered in his second at-bat, which was absolutely crazy, and then went on a hot streak. We all saw the hot streak that he went on. And 2 weeks later, hits his first career grand slam, which marked his 7th home run at the time and 20th RBI in just 14 games. That was the second best start in Major League Baseball history at the time for a rookie to hit that many home runs and RBIs that early on in his career. And I remember when the whole city was buzzing about this kid, when he was going through all this and just being able to produce at such a young age. He was getting insane talks. People were talking about calling him up ASAP, and rightfully so. He's earned their position. But Austin Riley is such a stud early on. And it seems like, like we've been mentioning, there's a theme in this episode, man, an embarrassment of riches, at least for the Braves, it feels like. And then we, like I said, we know he's had some injury bugs a little bit in August of 2019, but ended up recovering, and his numbers for the season were decent for a rookie. So he's played 80 games, 18 home runs, 49 RBIs, but he did bat an ugly 226. Yep. And 2020 was another decent year for him, but nothing elevated necessarily from the prior season. And he was batting his batting average in his early for him, because you look at his high school numbers, this kid was a monster being able to bat the way he did. Coming into spring training, though, which is what we're getting to see a lot of this kid, reports were saying that third base was his to take. Like Austin Riley was there, kind of like Christian Pache. Perfect segue here to these guys. You've got two guys who are in position to take the cake. It is theirs for the taking. You are the future of the third base, the hot corner. You are the future of center field, and that's very important positions in Major League Baseball. His strikeout percentage was better, but his batting average against fastballs and breaking pitches were up tremendously. But here's the thing about this kid is a lot of people are going to wince at these numbers, but the glaring hole in his offense is he cannot hit an off-speed pitch. In 2019, he hit an even 280 against them, but in 2020, he hit an awful 7.7%, 0.077 against off-speed pitches. So there's obviously a hole in his offense that he needs to correct. He shows the rookie tendencies there, but overall, Austin Riley is a monster, and I want this kid on the team. I want him to be part of the World Series run. I want Christian Pache to be part of the World Series run as well. So the Braves have a lot of people that need to step up to the plate, and I think Austin Riley, without question, is going to be one of them this season.
Yeah, and one thing that impresses me about Austin Riley is this. It's that placement of the ball choking up his bat, and I think that's really helped him out from a technique standpoint. But yes, there's a lot of games where he would have a run where he's hitting a bunch of home runs and he's on fire, but then there would be a drought where he's striking out a lot. He's not hitting and getting contact on the ball, and that could be an issue. And we know sometimes that long swing could be an issue. So it's consistency for him. It's day in, day out. Can you stay healthy? Are you eating the right ways? Are you listening to the coaches? Can you just get contact on the ball and not try to go for the home run, even though obviously he's a power hitter? Obviously, he's going to be one of those guys who, if he stays healthy and he's still on that path, is going to be able to hit a bunch of home runs, because that's who Austin Riley is. But necessarily just getting on base is what this team needs. You don't need to be the guy already to hit a deep home run. And I think Austin Riley needs to understand that. But at the same time, I think this could be a better year for him. I think as time goes on, just like the rest of these guys, maturity, another season where they have another training camp under their belt, and we're already seeing good things out of him. Looks like he's a little bit stronger too. And again, the mental game, changing that placement. You feel me? All that matters. See, people just think you're going out there. Is this? No, that matters. If these guys develop mentally, to listen to the hitting guys, they're watching tape. They were talking about David Ortiz they had a similar style, how they played. And Ortiz struggled with some things early in his career, but he watched tape after tape after tape with some of the great hitters. And hopefully Austin Riley's doing that. He's in the film room, first one in, last one out. And I think if that happens, he really could take big strides for this Braves team.